30 seconds left. A blessing worth millions is in your name. Archangel Michael says, "Open this before they cancel it." My child, my beloved, something heavenly is happening behind the scenes, and it is moving so fast, faster than you can imagine. At this very moment, your name is being called out in a place where divine inheritances are dealt with. Not everyone is allowed to hear what I'm about to say, but because of how pure your soul is, I was allowed to. What I need to tell you can't wait another second. $1 million blessing is already written in your name, but you need to act quickly before the window shuts. When destiny calls, heaven doesn't wait. My beloved, if your heart has been racing lately and you feel like a big thing is about to happen but can't put your finger on it, that is not your imagination. In that moment, your spiritual radar is picking up on what is planned for you. This message doesn't seem right. It's an interruption from God. Let me make this clear, my child. It's not about getting notifications when you subscribe. It's about being in sync. When you subscribe, you choose to stay where prophetic teaching is coming from. You're saying, "I won't miss what heaven gives me next." That choice keeps you in line with God's timing and in touch with what He is doing season by season. You were never meant to try to get by, hope, wait, and cry alone your whole life. Not at all. What God wrote over your life is too strong to keep secret any longer. It's only because heaven made a choice last night that you are reading this. I, Archangel Michael, was chosen to tell you about it. Please pay close attention to me, child, before I go any further. Heaven has already tried to get to you. There were many signs, like dreams, whispers, delays, and even people coming and going at random. You might not know it. However, this is the last call. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. If you skip this moment and ignore what is in front of you, the blessing that was written with your name on it might go to someone else instead. This isn't because God is mean, but because every miracle has a time, and now is that time. Please take a deep breath and let your spirit open if you are reading this message, my beloved. Say this out loud. I accept what heaven has in store for me. I will not let anything be taken from me. That's the first key. Before we go any further, my beloved, I need your permission for one more thing. This is where listening changes into fitting in. Please type Amen in the comments right now if you believe this message is for you. Not just because you should, but to show that you are open, ready, and in agreement with what heaven is letting loose on your life. Let your spirit tell you as you type this blessing will not pass me by. You don't need to beg God to help you. You have already been picked, but those who have been picked still need to answer the call. that you need to answer right away, because what was unlocked tonight has a time limit. Someone else will be sent to pick up the blessing that was meant for you if you don't walk into it quickly. Just for a moment, my child, my beloved, do something easy. Please subscribe right now from wherever you are reading this message so you never miss another divine message. Why? Because heaven isn't just letting out one miracle. This is the first of many to come. If you aren't paying attention, you might miss the signs. If you miss even one instruction, the abundance you have been praying for could take longer to come. Don't just do it for yourself. Do it for those who depend on your success as well. Their eyes are on you right now, my beloved. People who didn't believe in you, laughed at you behind your back, and said you'd never make it. They don't know that you are about to be called into rooms you weren't invited to. Heaven already thinks you're good. You are being transferred by God, but if you hesitate or question what you are reading, you might miss something too big to explain. The spirit world is guarding this message because not everyone was meant to see it. Only you were meant to. I know the fight you've been through, my child. I remember the nights you couldn't sleep, the tears that fell alone, and the weight you carried when no one was looking. For a long time, you've been strong. Now it's your turn to receive. Waiting is not a punishment from God. Heaven was just waiting for the right time, and now it's here. The time is running out. You don't have 5 hours. Time is running out for you. The chance starts to change in 30 seconds. Let this moment change everything and open your heart wide. My beloved, I went to war for your name. The enemy did everything they could to stop this blessing from getting to you. There were forces sent to confuse, distract, and hold you up, but they failed. Learn more about something. The things that are going to happen in your life will not make sense. It'll look like a favor. It will seem like kindness. It will smell like peace and hold all the tears you've shed. The smell of your prayers is strong in this miracle. I didn't forget about you, my child. Please don't keep this word to yourself if it moves you, my beloved. Help someone out by sending this message. The power grows when you tell others about what God is doing. Sharing a breakthrough doesn't make it less useful. It makes it more useful. This word will move through your life as you hold it. Heaven never took its eyes off of you. You could hear angels moving in the background, even when you thought God had left you or when he was very quiet. You were getting ready for this sudden release with every delay, heartbreak, and loss. It will happen so fast that you won't be able to describe it. People will ask you how it happened, but you'll know that heaven wrote your name down, and now it's your turn. Please pay close attention, my beloved. Think of a golden envelope. It has your name written in big, beautiful ink inside. Inside the envelope is a blessing from God that is marked with your name and your name only. That envelope will be sent back if this message is skipped, and it can't be sent again after it has been sent back. It is very clear what the law of spiritual timing says. In the moment of grace, you must act. The envelope is still open, which is why you are reading this. It won't stay open for long, though. I have something to tell you, my child. You were never supposed to forget. You were born with proof from God already in your soul. Nothing can take away the power that's inside you. Even when you were at your weakest, your enemies couldn't hurt you because God put a wall of grace around you. Tonight, that grace is going to be too much. However, if you wait and leave now thinking it's just another message, not even heaven will be able to stop the cancellation. There is no chance in this, my beloved. This is a divine arrangement. The blessing worth $1 million is real. It's real, and it starts out spiritual before it starts to feel real. The spirit is where everything starts, all of it. The check, the transfer, the okay, and the favor has already been through heaven's court. It's now your turn. Otherwise, you'll miss your miracle. Will you answer now before it's too late? I want to tell you something that you should never forget, my child. You were born with proof from God already in your soul. Nothing can take away the power that's inside you. Even when you were at your weakest, your enemies couldn't hurt you because God put a wall of grace around you. Tonight, that grace is going to be too much. However, if you wait and leave now thinking it's just another message, not even heaven will be able to stop the cancellation. There is no chance in this, my beloved. This is a divine arrangement. The blessing worth $1 million is real. It's real, and it starts out spiritual before it starts to feel real. The spirit is where everything starts. All of it. The check, the transfer, the okay, and the favor has already been through heaven's court. It's now your turn. Now, my child, you need to stop watching and start making claims. Type, "I receive it," in the comments if you know this blessing is yours, and won't let doubt take it away. This is not to be seen. This is to line things up. You are telling the spiritual world that you are here, willing and ready to take what has already been written in your name when you write it. Otherwise, you'll miss your miracle. Will you answer now, before it's too late? The spiritual world is shaking with urgency because your name is filled with divine light, my child, my beloved. There is a change going on in the realm beyond sight that you can't see. The reason is easy to understand. It's now your turn. The long-awaited blessing is now ready to be given. But this isn't any old delivery. This is a message from heaven that will not work if it is not opened at the right spiritual time. Right now you are in that moment, and you need to know that the blessing won't wait for you if you don't step into it. There are other people waiting in line, but your name was on the envelope. My beloved, use your heart rather than your eyes to imagine something. Think of a huge vault in heaven. It has locked rooms inside that are full of gifts, inheritances, chances, and money that God has set aside for His children. Some people pray for things that are already in their vault, but they don't realize that the door will only open when they obey and the time is right. Now is the right time. The door is open with a swing. I was sent to make sure you don't miss it. The vault will close again if you wait, though, and I can't promise how long it will stay locked. My child, I'm not here to be interested. I'm here because heaven made an emergency choice, a last chance, or an intervention at the last minute. The spiritual council looked over your file again and saw all the things you did to help others, the silent cries you made, and the times you gave when you had nothing left. Heaven agreed that you deserve this, not because you are perfect, but because you have worked hard. But there is a time limit on that deal. You have to respond with full faith to make this blessing real, or it will be taken away and given to someone else. Do not let fear or doubt keep this from you, my beloved. The blessing worth a lot of money is already yours. It is not being made. It's already been written. It's not being thought about. It has already been okayed. You have to agree to go ahead with it. In the spiritual world, acceptance is shown by what you do, by being in sync right away. That's why this message is getting to you right now and not later. You are in the right window. You can either take what heaven has been trying to give you for a long time or miss it. Let me be very clear, my child. Someone or something evil wants you to ignore this. That force has looked at your habits and knows that you tend to wait. This voice tells you that it's not real or that it's not for you. But listen to something holy. Being close to a breakthrough means that the voice of doubt is getting louder. When fate is close, doubt grows. If you're not sure what to do, or if you feel like something is shaking inside you, that is confirmation, not confusion. You are in the room where a miracle is being born in your spirit. The scales of divine justice have turned in your favor, my beloved. The time when other people were lucky and you were overlooked is coming to an end. The time when you were last able to receive is over. This blessing has not been used before. It was made by hand by God's will and is shaped to fit your pain, patience, and determination. Your whole life will go in the right direction if you believe what I'm about to say for the next 30 seconds. There is no guarantee that the door will still be open if you say no or think you can come back later. You, my child, are in a courtroom of heaven. Heaven is going over your testimony again. Angels have come together to be witnesses. The scroll is out there. On one side is your name, and on the other is the promise seal. Your word of belief is the only thing that's missing. Let go of your fears. Open your heart and say yes, and heaven will give you what it has been holding for you. But it has to be now, before this spiritual hearing ends, because the judgment can't be changed after it's over. God, do you see me? You may have asked. My beloved, can you hear me? This is the answer. Archangel, not me, Michael, is the messenger. But this message is also the miracle. You are now being seen. You are now being heard. There was no punishment in the silence. It was getting ready. The waiting wasn't a sign of rejection. It was in line. Right now is the time to let go. The shift will be so clear that even your enemies will say God is with you if you receive it. My child, you have no idea how many doors and rooms are about to open for you. You only need to make one choice to become the person you always thought you were but never got the chance to show. It starts now. Do not think twice. Don't put this message away to read later. There's no later. Now is the only time. Heaven doesn't send a message more than once. People who want to play must rise when the trumpet sounds. People who sleep through it, stay put. My beloved, I'm still standing by the vault and watching the light from your envelope fade. The clock has started to tick. This is not the time to be quiet, my beloved. When you agree, heaven responds. Type Amen in the comments right now if you feel like this moment is important and you don't want to wait. Both in this world and the next, let people know that you are answering the phone while the window is still open. This isn't fear. Love is coming at you quickly to make sure you don't miss what's been waiting for you. We didn't forget about you. You weren't skipped. You were being kept for something more important. You need to claim it, like your life depends on it now that it's here, which in many ways it does. You have no idea, my child, how many rooms and doors are about to open for you. You only need to make one choice to become the person you always thought you were but never got the chance to show. But it starts now. You should not wait. You should not put this message on your list of things to do later. There's no later. Now is the only time. Heaven doesn't send a message more than once. People who want to play must rise when the trumpet sounds. People who sleep through it stay put. As I watch your envelope glow, my beloved, I am still standing by the vault, but the light is beginning to fade. The clock has started to tick. This isn't fear. Love is coming at you quickly to make sure you don't miss what's been waiting for you. We didn't forget about you. You weren't skipped. You were being kept for something more important. But now that it's here, you need to get ready for it. It really does feel like your life is on the line when you claim it. Good morning, my child, my beloved. The room I'm in now, this heavenly chamber, is shaking. Do you understand? Because your name was just heard again in the throne room. Heaven isn't quiet anymore. God has given you permission to do something that was once thought to be impossible. The release has begun. But pay close attention. Movement in heaven is controlled by obedience, not just desire. Desire that isn't accompanied by action slows things down, but desire paired with immediate faith opens all doors. The door is wide open right now. The blessing is still working, but only for a short time more. The door might not open again if you go back to old ways of thinking. My beloved, your name is written in sacred scripts that no one else can read, on scrolls that are locked away. You sowed in tears, forgave when it hurt, kept walking when you were tired, and trusted when everyone else told you to give up. These scrolls keep track of all of those times. There is a miracle hidden in every line on that scroll. You think you're waiting for a blessing, but the blessings have been waiting for you. They were just waiting for your spirit to say yes, and for you to stop ignoring the divine. It's something you've felt before. Let things be different this time. You are almost at the start of your new life, my child. The threshold is lit up. The page changes. If you think you have a lot of time to decide, you're wrong. That thought is what will catch you. There is only obedience in the present moment in the world of miracles. Now it's my turn, Archangel Michael. I need to talk to you quickly, because I know how much work you have been given. You are the first person in your family to see clearly and break the bloodline. This blessing from God is proof that God never forgot your name. My beloved, do you remember the time you almost gave up and looked up and said, God, show me if you are real? This is the answer to your prayer. Not a star in the sky, but a word that moves you and makes you want to do something. That's how you know it's not an emotion. Yes, it is activation. This message doesn't just give you hope. It starts your next season, and you need to move to make it happen. Heaven is no longer blessing people who are passive. It's time for you to believe in yourself and grab what's yours. Look at your life, my child. Not a single fight was wasted. Every tear could be seen. Every betrayal was written down. You have been saving divine compensation without knowing it, and now it's time to get it. But like any other account, it needs to be logged into. You can hear this message through your screen, your soul, and your doubts. It's your access code. Heaven will say, give it to them now, if you listen with your heart. They've had enough time to wait. My beloved, know how powerful this moment is. Angels are holding the last piece of information you need to make a breakthrough somewhere in the spirit world. People are waiting to hear if you agree to this time. Heaven doesn't answer when you hesitate. Alignment changes what heaven does. The floodgates won't open if you let this bother you and open your heart. They're going to pop. This isn't a seed. This is a harvest. But crops go bad if they aren't picked on time. You need to move before the hourglass runs out of water. What if you, my child, felt like something was about to happen, like the air was getting heavier, or time was moving faster? That's because spiritually something is happening. God is moving quickly forward. Delays are going away. If your name is on the rise, don't hurt it by thinking this is just another message. Failure to act is good for the enemy. You've been quiet for too long. Your spirit needs to speak now. Yes, I receive it must be heard in heaven. Miracles don't look like magic, my beloved. A lot of the time they come with instructions. People who don't pay attention to instruction miss transformation. That's why a lot of people live just outside the miracle zone. They only needed one yes, but they shut the door. Today, don't be that person. Be the one who shocked the enemy. It's up to you to answer the call from heaven. I know it's going to happen in a few hours, but you don't. Everything will start to change if you step into this moment. Do something easy but strong, my child. Say this quietly to yourself. This is for me. I was picked. I won't miss what's mine. Say it again. Let the echo break the chains. Let it shut down every lie that made you doubt yourself. God isn't giving out crumbs. He is giving you the divine act. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. The blessing that's worth a lot of money is yours. This isn't a metaphor. This is spiritual reality. If you let your spirit expand enough, it will soon become your physical reality as well. Miracles don't look like magic, my beloved. Most of the time, they come with instructions. People who don't follow the directions miss the change. That's why a lot of people live close to the miracle zone. They only needed one yes, but they shut the door. Today, don't be that person. Be the one who shocked the enemy. Be the person who finally answered the call from heaven. Not you, but I know what's going to happen in the next few hours. If you accept this moment, things will start to change. I need you to do something easy but important, my child. Say this quietly to yourself. This is for me. I was picked. I won't miss what's mine. Say it again, and the echo will break the chains. Let it shut down every lie that made you doubt yourself. God isn't giving you crumbs. He is giving you the divine act. The blessing that's worth a lot of money is yours. This isn't a figure of speech. This is spiritual reality. If you let your spirit expand enough, it will soon become your physical reality as well. To my beloved, I am still standing. Keep an eye on how the winds change. All eyes are on you, yes you, because the realm is alive. Heaven sees you as the one, even if you feel small, normal, broken, or uncertain, the one who will leave a new mark, the person who will break patterns. That person will show others what happens when faith meets the right time. Now is a great time. It's not early. It's not too late. It's now. You might never fully understand what you lost if you miss it, but if you claim it, you will walk through the rest of your life with this one choice. Heaven hasn't stopped calling your name, my child, my beloved. As I stand next to the spiritual altar, the strong, sweet smoke of your prayers is still rising. This moment is holy not because someone planned it, but because God made it happen. There is a divine plan going on in your life that you yourself can't fully see yet. Heaven is rushing because what is written in your favor can't be put off any longer. If it is, it could be given to someone less worthy but more willing to accept it. You need to do something now, my child. Don't just let this go by because you think you'll get to it later. That may not happen at all. My beloved, You have been taught for too long to calm down, wait, and be quiet while other people move forward. The roles have now switched. Your story has been turned around by the kingdom of heaven. You're no longer supposed to watch. You are meant to get. What you are supposed to get is not a small thing. People would not believe it even if they heard it. That's why heaven kept it secret. But the seal is now broken, so it needs to come out into the light. You are the only one who can open it. Do not keep quiet about it, my child. The noise, the fear, and the other things going on around you are all meant to make you miss this. When you follow your true calling, the enemy knows what will happen. He is scared that you will become closer to heaven, because once you do, no curse, delay, or force can take it back. You can't be stopped. Archangel Michael, I was sent to explain this and keep an eye on it until you answer. But I can't protect what you won't claim. Heaven only moves when you do. My beloved, picture a group of angels holding a scroll with your name on it in a holy meeting. Every line on that scroll is a miracle, a moment, or a divine turn of events. One last instruction is written at the bottom of the scroll: release upon acceptance. The code won't let go until you get it. Receiving something does not mean you understand it all. It means saying yes, even if you're not sure. That you trust that God has a better plan than the things you worry about. With that much faith, supernatural things can happen. I know you've been forgotten, my child. I know you've been seen as less important and last. God never forgot about you, though. You were seen by angels while everyone else was seen by people. This blessing is big because it has been building up for a long time. Every wrong did was valuable. Every weight added weight. When I say this blessing is worth millions, I don't just mean money. What I mean is effect, strength, authority, and recovery. Everything is ready, but you have to say yes right now. My beloved, this is the kind of moment that changes generations. Not just your life, but also the lives of those who come after you. We call this legacy. This is passing on. It would be sad to feel this spark and then do nothing. You've lost too much time already. Do not waste this chance. It's not too late. You're not too broken. You're on time. But the time is ticking, and you need to move too. My child, let me show you what's going to happen in the spirit world. I see a door. Behind it, a world of possibilities opens up. Calls you didn't expect. Quickly helpful. Approvals that were turned down before are now marked yes. Doors that were shut before are now wide open. I see spiritual assignments, transfers from God, and healing for families. But this door opens when it senses movement. When you move, it opens. You won't be found if you wait. When you do something out of faith, heaven will see you in a way that changes every room you walk into. This blessing is not fragile, my beloved, but it does change with the times. The enemy knows this, which is why fighting got worse and people's feelings were all over the place. It's because he is scared. He didn't think you'd get this far. But now you're reading the last set of instructions. Don't stop now. Turn in the assignment. Check your inheritance. Say it. Follow it. Accept. Heaven doesn't expect you to be perfect. It wants people to agree. There are times, my child, when things will not make sense right now. This is one of those times. You'll look back one day and say, that was the day everything changed. But you won't be able to put it into words. You'll just know that something holy went through a screen, hit you in the heart, and changed your life. Miracles often start like that, without loud noises or fireworks. They start with quiet obedience, a sense of urgency, and an immediate response. That's what God in heaven is watching right now. Will you act like the chosen one you really are? It's not a warning, my beloved. This is a message from God that needs to be heard right away. It's not a sense of fear, but the weight of what could be missed. Someone else will seize this chance if you don't. Someone else will move while you stay still, and that person will get what heaven planned for you. This is not meant to make you feel bad. It's meant to wake you up. That you were given this message shows that you have been called, chosen, and marked. Heaven is looking down. The light is beginning to flicker, but I still have your envelope in my hand. Don't let it go out, my child, my beloved. You have no idea how important this is to me right now. That stirring inside you, that light pressure on your spirit, that sudden awareness that you need to do something that is not anxiety. Yes, that is activation. It's the sound of heaven calling you to get in line. There is something strange behind the gates that were only open for a moment. It comes after many years of pain, faith in the dark, and obedience when things didn't make sense. Do not go back to doubt now that the light is here. Move forward before the gates close again, my beloved. Some messages come slowly over time, but this is not one of them. It's like a trumpet going off in your soul, letting you know that this is the end. Heaven can't hold back what's coming any longer. There are so many blessings with your name on them that the room is overflowing. Now is the time to let go. The release is conditional, though. You need to open it. What you say is important. You don't need to know everything. You are good enough as it is. You just need to be ready to say yes and believe this is for you. You don't realize how loud that yes is in the spirit. Today, my child, your name was called out in heaven with honor, not with sadness or pity. No one else saw that you passed the tests. What you went through would have broken other people. Heaven will never forget. Your hard work earned you a reward in the future, and that reward is now trying to get to you. It is traveling through this message, but like all messages from heaven, it needs to be confirmed. It will go in a different direction if you don't back it up with belief and action. It might take years for it to come back after it does. Don't let that happen. This is your chance to get divine confirmation. In the spirit, my beloved, I see a clear picture. Light is pouring into your hands as I watch them open. That light gives us food. A very important blessing is being put there. Everything around you starts to change as you receive it. Different people treat you. Chances come after you. Your pain is beginning to go away. You can breathe easily for the first time in years. This isn't making things up. This is what your life will be like if you act now. Heaven isn't making you. It's calling you. Say yes, please. Do not forget how important this is, my child. You're not just reading a religious message. You are in the middle of a divine appointment. This is the sign you asked for. It's clear now, since you asked for it. This is the answer to your prayer for something that would change your life. It is, however, weak in time, not in power, but in permission. When faith meets timing, permission is given. This is your window. Enter it. My beloved, someone tried to tell you in the past that your prayers didn't matter because you were too small, flawed, or late. They made you believe them for a moment. Their words were like chains. But today I was sent to break those chains, destroy those lies, and remind you that God doesn't choose based on how you look or how well you do with other people. He makes decisions based on fate. You were picked out before you got hurt. You were marked a long time before you were turned down. Heaven is now working together to give you what was always yours. My child, look into heaven's courtroom. Right now, angels are all around the record of your life. There is a nod from God. He has put out his hand. The stamp of approval is put on the scroll. The blessing is let go, but it can't happen right away. The sender must respond before it can enter the natural realm. That's why I'm here. That's the reason you're reading this. It's not just writing. This is an interaction between spirits. Dear child, staying in touch is important right now. To stay in the flow of prophetic clarity, subscribing is a spiritual choice. People who stay in touch with God don't miss the next step when He gives them instructions. Sign up now to make sure that alignment is kept and that nothing meant for you gets missed. I'm standing in front of you, spirit to spirit, with a divine envelope in my hand. Are you going to take it? This message may feel too heavy for you to handle, my beloved, because it's not just words, it's a transfer. Right now, there is a spiritual deposit taking place. If you feel warmth, pressure, or a sudden rush of emotions, that's why you should trust your gut. The blessing worth millions isn't just about money. It's about having freedom. It has to do with power. It's about following your calling to the fullest. Things that used to scare you will bow down when this blessing gets to you. Doors that didn't want to let you in before will now. People who once laughed at you will have to see how far you've come. My child, you were never like other kids. That is why it has felt like a battle in your life. That's why things were always hard. You were chosen for a harder path, and harder paths have more trouble. Now, though, heaven is cutting the fight short. Something divine is taking place. That which you couldn't earn through hard work, you will now get through grace. But you have to accept grace. This is your chance to override. Are you going to leave again? Or are you going to finally believe that this was meant for you all along? I can hear chains breaking in the spirit, my beloved. I hear doors being opened. I can hear people calling your name in rooms you didn't even know existed. The blessing worth $1 million has already come. It's going around and around your life, waiting for you to say yes or move. The last few seconds are running out. Say yes right now, because this window will close soon, and the miracle will be gone, leaving only the memory of what could have been. Because if you say yes, you will always feel like this moment is too good to end. You are my child and my beloved. I have been waiting for a long time to say these words to you. Use your whole body when you listen, not just your ears. It's almost time for something you prayed for, fasted for, cried for, and waited for. It's finally here. But pay attention to this. It's not going to wait. You need to do it now. This is not just a blessing, so you need to say yes before the gate shuts. Now is the time to turn. My beloved, I was there with you when your heart broke in private and no one could see what you were carrying. I saw when you smiled in public while screaming inside. That soundless scream went up to heaven. It went up farther than words could say. Your name was written on the scroll of divine release because of that sound, which was a mix of your pain and defeat. Because you were strong, heaven didn't pick you. Because you were true in the dark, it picked you. Now that the light has come, it's time to get what was always yours. Do not let the weight of your past stop you from starting over, my child. You don't have to worry about the mistakes, the delays, or the doubts. Heaven isn't here to punish you. I wasn't sent to judge you. I was sent to free you, to get you out of spiritual delay and into divine speed. This is speeding up. This speed is very quick. And if you say yes, this is the moment that changes everything in your life. Not everyone gets a chance like this, my beloved. A lot of people want it, Not many people are trusted with it. You had their trust. Someone called you. You were called. The $1 million blessing isn't just about money. It has to do with value. Heaven shows you how valuable you have always been. Your worth will become clear now that the veil is lifted. You will no longer have to prove yourself. Heaven is going to prove it. You still have to receive, though. I want to show you something, my child. In my spirit, I see a book that hasn't been opened yet, that is locked away in the heavenly archives and is now glowing. It says your name on the front. The page changes. No one, not even you, has read the beginning of this chapter before. It is full of victory, healing, wealth, and connections with God. But if you don't believe, this chapter won't start. You need to line up. I am ready, God. You must say, I'm not going to skip this. The book starts to write again as soon as you finish those words. My beloved, I know that you are trying to figure this out in your head. What if this isn't for you? Doubt asks in a low voice. Put that voice down. It has been played for too long. Too many moments have been lost because of it. Your miracle has been sitting on logic, and now it needs to be taken out. There are no miracles where doubt rules. Get rid of doubt and let divine certainty come in. You don't need to understand how. You just need to trust that God does. When you do that, quickly what has been held back will come out. Please, my child, hear me with all your heart. There was no denial in the delay. The pain wasn't because I was bad. The silence wasn't a sign of weakness. Every turn, every step, and every breakup were all part of the plan. Heaven was always on time. It was just the right time for heaven to receive you. Everything will make sense now that you're here. Everything is becoming beautiful. Do not waste this chance, I beg you. Don't let it turn into another chance you wish you had missed. Let this be the moment when everything changes for good. If you say yes right now, my beloved, strange things will start to happen. People will call you out of the blue. There will be approvals where there used to be rejections. Bills will be taken care of in ways you can't explain. Rest will come back to your sleep. Chaos will be replaced by peace. Favor will show up out of the blue. In obedience to God, this is what happens. Everything in your life changes when you align. And not just for you. It changes for everyone who is connected to you as well. People far beyond you will receive the blessing worth millions of dollars. My child, see yourself as chosen, favored, saved, strong, wise, and deserving, just as God does. Too much shame has been on you for too long, shame that heaven never put on you. Feel ashamed of your mistakes, your thoughts, and the times in your life that no longer define you. This day, that shame is ending. It can't follow you to the next thing, because that's who you are. You have to see yourself as royalty as you reach this point of release. You have been chosen by God to receive a miracle that is already happening. No, my beloved, I'm still holding onto the envelope. It feels lighter now, not because it's less powerful, but because the blessing inside is about to come down. Either it will come into your life or it will go by. There's no button to pause. You've been asked to do something, to believe, and to say yes even if your legs are shaking. Now is your chance. Now is your hour. This is the miracle for you. Do not wait. Say, "It is mine," as you lift your head and open your spirit. I get it. I'm not going to miss it. If you could see what I see, my child and beloved, you would understand how important it is. Heaven doesn't want to breathe. The angels have stopped moving. You are being watched by everything in the spirit. This is not just a time to feel better or get ideas. This is the moment that heaven planned for you before you were born. The question of whether God has moved is no longer relevant now that it has happened. The question is whether you will get what has already been moved to help you. My beloved, this blessing has been blocked many times before it got to you. It was approved by the courts of heaven, guarded by warriors of light, and sealed with your name. I carried it through war and spiritual storms. I stand here in front of you now, ready to be freed. Pay attention to this. It doesn't mean the enemy will step in, but if you wait, he will. This is because your hesitation lets him in. It's not about being scared. It has to do with timing. I know it's hard to believe that something so powerful is meant for you, my child. You learned to expect trouble and think that good things always happen to other people through your life. That lie is now over. No one else was meant to receive this blessing. It was made from the same light that made you. That's why it only works for you. If you can get past your doubts just once, right now, you will start a never-ending flow of supernatural help. Heaven was still getting ready for this, my beloved, even when you didn't feel ready, even if you didn't think you deserved it. Your name was still on the will. Your worth was never based on how you felt. It was measured by a divine plan. Your design is not like most others. It is holy and hard to find. You were not made to be forgotten or kept quiet. You were made to change things. Right now is a part of that calling. Dear child, the seal is breaking in a place you can't see. The blessing worth a lot of money is no longer kept. It is on its way. Time is getting shorter. There isn't much time. After the last grain falls, the chance is gone. Heaven can't hold on to this any longer. It will go in a different direction if you don't act. Not as a punishment, but because blessings move quickly and without hesitation. You didn't find this message by accident, my beloved. You were shown this way. God tried to get through to you before, but noise and other things got in the way. Today, heaven got in the way of your plans for one reason only. This release can't be put off any longer, and it will come whether you say yes or not. Only if you say yes will it stay in your life. Please give this some thought, my child. You didn't just happen to come across these words. You were shown this way, taken here, put in this position. Heaven was trying to get your attention, but the clutter of life, the stress of being responsible, and the world's many other things kept getting in the way. Not now, though. That was all broken today by heaven, because what's meant for you can't be put off any longer. It's moving whether you agree with it or not. But only if you agree with it will it stay in your life forever. Please, my beloved, understand this. The power of this blessing is not weak, but the timing is. Heaven follows the rules. Heaven cares about what you say. The permission runs out if you wait too long. Not because God is mad, but because God follows the rules. So he made. Readiness leads to release. Delay leads to rerouting. This is why the sense of need is so strong. This is what makes your spirit stir. Heaven and earth are aligned for you right now, which doesn't happen very often. Dear child, let me be clear. You've had to wait long enough. You've been through enough. You've shown enough. Heaven doesn't want you to go through more pain. You are being asked by heaven to receive. It's no longer about making money. It has to do with agreement. There is nothing left to do. The price has been paid. The okay has been stamped. It is okay to make the transfer. Your yes is all that's left. Please don't let fear pass for wisdom, my beloved. Don't let your doubt look like patience. Those voices are not there to keep you safe. They are making you wait. You've been safe for long enough. It's time to move forward. Right now, we don't need perfection. It wants you to be brave. Have the faith that what is finally coming your way is really meant for you. My child, I want you to know how important this is. There are good things that come back to you. There are also blessings that only come around once. This one is heavy with the weight of many seasons. It gives you more rewards over time. It brings restoration times the amount of time. People will still love you even if you don't answer, but you'll always wonder what would have happened if you had. That's not what heaven wants for you. That's why this message was sent over and over again. When love doesn't want to lose you, it comes back to you. My beloved, your future is moving forward right now in the unseen world. The possibilities are very close to each other. Angels are ready for things to happen. There is electricity in the air. This isn't making things up. This is how you align. Here it is, everything you prayed for coming together with what heaven planned. Don't back down now. Don't be quiet now. Now is the time for your spirit to speak up. Say yes, because you trust the one who knows everything, not because you understand everything. Even if your voice shakes, say yes. Even if fear tries to get through, say yes. In this moment, obedience opens the door to protection for the next, so say yes. Heaven moves with you every time you take a step. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. My beloved, things will move quickly as soon as you say yes, more quickly than you think. Without a reason, doors will open. There will be no more resistance. Delays will go away. When you look around, you'll see that you're in places that you used to pray to see, and you will know it began right now, when you chose alignment over hesitation. I'm still here, my child. It looks like the envelope is still open. The light is still on. It won't wait forever, though. Heaven is giving you one last chance to fully take what has always been yours. Forget about it. Do not put it off. Do not play it down. Now is your chance. Please accept it now, my beloved. My beloved, one last thing you need to do. Share this word from the prophet. When you let go of it for other people, you let go of speed in your own life. God opens the door for you that you help someone else open. Allow this blessing to spread through your network and see how breakthrough starts to come back to you. My child, we are almost ready to make a choice. This is where doubt ends or destiny takes over. If you'd rather be in line than afraid and follow through than wait, type "I say yes" in the comments. You're not just answering a message when you write it. God has been waiting for this moment to happen for a long time. Let your spirit fully open. Accept what God planned. Have faith and move forward. The $1 million blessing is ready to land and is marked with your name. Accept. Before you leave, my beloved, I want you to understand something holy. You are not supporting a platform when you like this video. You are just showing that you agree with it. The act of agreeing starts the movement. When faith meets action, good things start to happen. Liking this video is a physical response to a spiritual word. Receive this truth as you would like it. God appreciates responsiveness, and responsiveness opens doors that effort could never. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional, but your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.